Did that episode really just end right there? And did all those events I just watched just happen? Now, you know how I feel about the Fate series. Anyone by now should know how I feel about the series. Now, do you understand why I feel like the Fate series is epic sauce? Badass sauce? And now do you understand? This isn't even the studio and company that did Fate Zero. And look at what this episode did. Okay? The animation. That animation was magnificent. There is no other words I can compliment that animation. If you don't know what I am talking about the way they managed to move the camera so much and pan it so much when Bazit was just being slung around in the fucking air by Miyu Rider. And you see the way the background was shifting and twisting and turning and all that, like 3D like. And you see how, you saw Bazit just slam into the force. That animation was ridiculous. I mean, especially when you see freaking Miyu Rider just going for the force. You just see Bazit just hitting the freaking ground all that and like zooming all over the place. That animation, holy shit, that was ridiculous. It was freaking ridiculous. The animation was just, the budget in that, the budget in these past two episodes have been out of this world, seriously. That it just, wow. Am I the only one that saw that animation? Because that animation was mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing, the animation I saw in these past two episodes. This episode alone, the camera angles, just... And then the fighting. Oh my god, Bazit. When you see her beating the shit out of Illya, and then all of a sudden you see Miyu pop up, and then you see Archer, Kuro come in, I'm like, oh my god, it was just so freaking good. I'm not one that just prefers fighting over story. I want to be honest here. I prefer, politics, story, stuff like that. It comes over action. But I can't deny that the action in this episode was beautiful and great. And a good taste about what the Fate series is actually about. To see how this character Bazit just comes in and starts wrecking house against all these characters that have been completely amazing since the beginning of the series, just been completely strong, and all of a sudden you just see Bazit just wrecking everything, just destroying everything, soloing everybody. I mean, to be able to hand-to-hand, have like hand-to-hand combat with a heroic spirit is crazy. The way it was revealed in this episode, okay? We find out that Bazit was the first person to become from the Mage Association to hunt down the cards, heroic spirit cards. We find out about that, and she took out Archer and Lancer hand-to-hand combat. Archer and Lancer hand-to-hand combat. That is what she did. If that doesn't say how strong she is, I don't know what, okay? Hand-to-hand fucking combat. Now, I want to be straight out honest, okay? Now, Bazit, I don't know much about her. I want to be honest. I don't remember if she was in Fate Stay Night or another Fate series, because the only Fate series I really know about, honestly, that I've actually watched is Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero, and, the magical girl Fate Kaleid. That's the only Fate series I've technically watched. So I don't know, or I don't remember, because it's been a long time since I've actually watched, Fate Stay Night. It's been a long time. I don't remember if Bazit was in Fate Stay Night or another series. But either way, was she always like this? Was she always this badass in whatever series was? Because, I mean, I remember what goes down in Fate Stay Night. I remember the events, the key events, but I don't remember this character. And this character's like, oh my god. Just, yeah. Seriously. beating fucking magical girls hand-to-hand combat, just going fisting, man, just beating the shit out of everything. I mean, okay, she gets locked up by Illya, and you see her chained up, and all of a sudden she just breaks out of this freaking thing, and she goes swinging at Illya and all that. I'm like, oh my god. Oh. And then, the eyes, Ryder's eyes, the dude, Miyu takes off the freaking bandana, the blindfold, and all of a sudden you see the eyes start going to animation, all that, and you just see freaking Bazit just froze like this, and all of a sudden you just see that charge at the end straight in, and then the fucking cliffhangers, man! Seriously, what is with the cliffhangers? I actually want to ask this real quick. This entire week of anime, seriously, this entire week, not just this week, I'm talking about last week too, okay? All to Know Zero, we had freaking Gekon, we had Akami Got Kill, we had, let's see, All to Know Zero, SAO, just so many different freaking series that has ended on a cliffhanger like this, like a big-ass fucking cliffhanger that is just making you want to go find out where the next episode is in Japan and just go watch it there, because seriously, it is just insane. Like Hunter x Hunter yesterday, the freaking cliffhangers. I mean, seriously, what is with all the cliffhangers to anime? Because this ending, it makes me want to know what's coming. It makes me want to read the manga. It does. All the anime that's been cliffhangering recently makes me want to read the manga because it's that freaking good. All these shows are just building up until that climax point like this episode, and it just makes you want more. It makes you want to read ahead. Now, okay? The episode overall. I like how in this episode we find out Bazit strong attacks don't work against her. Now, I don't know exactly why. This is why I told you earlier in this video that pretty much I don't remember her from Fate/stay Night. Because I don't remember exactly what she has underneath her sleeves or gloves or whatever to be able to repel strong attacks. Especially what, Miyu Rider's doing at the end of this episode. And so, I don't know what she uses. I'm guessing it's a magic spell. Maybe she has a counter. I don't remember. I really don't. But it's good. By far, Season 2 of Fate Kaleid is way over the epic levels of the original first season, because it is really building up into something very good. I mean, you have this enforcer here now, beating the shit out of everybody, trying to take cards. I mean, just so much going on right now, it's really entertaining. Can't wait to find out what happens next, because this was a very good episode. I enjoyed it personally, and it had some really good positive character progression. It got to show off and display, Bazit's character in this episode. We got to see some wonderful animation, and so, personally, this episode, once again, was another great freaking episode of this series. And, I mean, this is not even the BD DVD qualities. Now, as we all know, if you buy DVDs and DVDs, usually the DVDs and BDs, I guess, up the quality of the series. For instance, they fix animation issues when they release DVDs and BDs. That's what companies do. And so imagine when the BDs and DVDs get released, how the animation everything is going to look. Oh my god. So anyways, you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.